Hello, I'm Kate, also known as the Daily Tarot Girl, and I'm joined by my kitty Merlina. She started to come and bash her head against my tripod when I was setting up for this video, so I said she could be part of the reading. So for this week's reading, I'm going to be using the Slavic Legends Tarot. Let's see if I can... Slavic Legends Tarot, and this is published by Taroteca Studio. All right, so as always, I just want to get a kind of an overview of the week ahead and some of the energies and themes and opportunities that will be coming up for us this week. Okay, and I just want to let you know about a workshop that I have coming up. It's called Tarot for Creative Writing, and it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So I'm going to teach you all the different ways that you can use the tarot cards in your creative writing practice. So that is a live workshop. It's happening really soon, and it's actually happening on, just looking at my calendar, the 24th, I think. Yeah, the 24th. So I'll put all the details below this video, and I'll put the links to find out more if you're interested. All right, so the first card for the beginning of the week, so kind of Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week, is Six of Swords. All right. Okay, Six of Swords. Whoops. So Six of Swords is what I call a transition card. So this is a card, this is a card of transition, movement, moving forward, kind of going from point A to point B. So if you're wanting to progress in something, if you're wanting to make a bit of a move or a bit of a change, Six of Swords is a really nice card to get. What I'm getting from this card, so I feel like you've been really craving some sort of change. And this might be something that you've been craving for a long time. And it's hard not to feel kind of negative about certain things. And I think that this is true, that often we don't make a change until we really have to, or until we're like really miserable with something, till the situation is just so unacceptable. Then it's like, okay, now I'm going to take action. Now I'm going to, make some kind of a move. But if we're happy and we're content, then sometimes we don't make changes and we don't always move forward if we're happy where we're at. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that for many of us this week, moving forward, making changes, taking action might come from a place of being unhappy and thinking, oh God, something has to change. I have to do something differently. A couple things to keep in mind. Number one, when you're really ready to make a change, you're ready to make a move and a transition, you're ready to shift, you will be helped. You will have support, and support can come in a variety of different ways. That's my cat screaming in the background. So support can come from, the people around you. It can come from the spirit realm. It can come from yourself, your higher self. There's all the strangers, there's all different avenues that support can come. And then the other thing I get here is that beware of taking baggage with you. So whenever you make a change or a transition, it's an opportunity to leave the old baggage behind and to do things differently. And oftentimes we tend to just repeat our usual patterns and our usual modus operandi in a new environment when we make changes. And so Six of Swords is saying, just be aware of that. Be aware of, try not to repeat the same mistakes or the same patterns. If you succeed in making a change, don't do the same old crap in a new environment. That's basically what the Six of Swords is saying. All right, so you might find like beginning of the week, it's a good time to travel, to make a move, to make changes. It definitely feels like there's kind of change afoot at the beginning of the week. And then as we get into the middle of the week, so Wednesday, Thursday, we have Seven of Wands. Okay. So this is kind of an intense card. So this shows someone, he's wearing a bear skin and he's holding, oh, it looks like he's just uprooted 2 trees. And it looks like he's kind of fighting against 7 wands. So I'll show it to you again here. So really intense. So there is this ungrounded feeling, the 2 trees being uprooted. There's a sense of like uprooting. Now, traditionally, the 7 of Wands is about standing your ground, standing up for yourself. In this case, this guy is standing up for himself, but he's struggling to really find his footing and to get a sense of like support or stability. So you may find midweek may be a time where you have to set boundaries. You have to kind of dig your heels in. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to raise your voice a little so that you're heard. And it may feel like there's no support for you. It might feel like you're kind of on your own, fighting this battle all by yourself. So it might kind of feel a little bit like that. And you may feel like, you might feel that in order to stand up for yourself, there's something about that experience of being assertive that actually feels ungrounding to you. And I think that it's common, like, I'm just thinking of myself, how like saying no, standing up for myself, sometimes that is a little bit ungrounding, and it's sometimes easier and more comfortable to just kind of keep your head down and go along with things. But the 7 of Wands is saying midweek is a good time to be assertive, even if it feels like it's difficult and it's a little bit, it feels a little ungrounding, a little unstable to be that way. It still feels necessary, ultimately. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. You know, I feel like the bear, I'm just trying to think, like, what does that bear skin represent? There's something like that bear skin with the teeth by his head. There's something kind of ferocious about that. And it's kind of like, you know, do what you need to do in order to feel strong and assertive. Sometimes it helps to have a prop, you know, maybe wearing your stiletto heels or your knee-high boots or something while you say no and stand up for yourself might be easier for you. Or wearing red. I've heard that like wearing red can be very energizing. It can make you feel a little bit bolder. For me, I like to wear black often. So wearing black, but wearing something, some piece of clothing maybe that helps you feel more assertive and strong and bold. Okay. All right, so let's look, and I want to point out, like just looking at the 2 cards here, 6 of Swords and 7 of Wands, there's a progression from 6 to 7, and both of these cards, there is kind of an uprooting, kind of an ungrounded feeling with both of them. With 6 of Swords, we have people on a boat and they're moving, so that's ungrounded. And anytime you're in a time of transition or making some kind of change or move, inherently it is ungrounding, it is unstable, it has to be. And then 7 of Wands with the uprooted trees, and he just looks kind of unstable the way he's standing. He's like fighting with his footing. It looks like he's sliding down a hill. And it looks like he can't really see. He's got that bear skin kind of over his eyes. He can't really see what he's fighting against too, right? So there's that as well. So there is a little bit of like this feeling of maybe a bit of confusion this week, knowing we need to make a change. We need to do things differently. We need to stand up for ourselves, but not necessarily knowing exactly how we're going to do it. And then when we get to the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have, 7 of Coins. Just waiting for my card to focus there. Okay, 7 of Coins or 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Coins, this is a card of patience and nurturing the things that you want to grow. She's gardening, she's watering those sunflowers or flowers. And this is really about being patient with yourself. So if you are making changes, if you're trying to be more bold, more assertive and stand up for yourself, making changes and making progress often takes time. And there'll be parts of this journey this week that feel easy and quick, and then parts that feel like it's taking forever and like it's really difficult. But the key with the Seven of Coins is be patient and just continue to nurture yourself and nurture the things that you want to grow. So think, what do I want more of? How can I nurture that? How can I, water those flowers or water that plant, water those seeds? So yeah, that's what I'm getting with Seven of Coins. So let's look at all three of these cards together. Maybe I'll move over so that there's a little more space for the cards. Okay. I'm just looking. Oh, so we started with a 6, and then we have 2 7s, and we have cards from the suit of swords, wands, and coins. So kind of a real variety of suits here. Well, actually, it's interesting because we start with swords, then we go to wands, and we end with coins. And I feel like swords and wands are very active suits. There's a certain stressfulness, I feel, to both of these suits. They're both kind of action-oriented suits in a lot of ways. And the suit of coins, to me, is a little bit calmer. And we can actually see this when we look at these cards. We go from 6 of Swords, which kind of feels adventurous, but the skies are cloudy with the 6 of Swords, but it still feels adventurous. And then 7 of Wands, the background looks kind of fiery. It's a lot of action happening. And then 7 of Coins, there's more of a sense of peace with that last card. There's a sense of peacefulness, patience, acceptance. Okay, I feel like it's interesting that we have 2 7s. So let me just talk a little bit about the 7s here. Both of the 7s are kind of saying, don't give up, keep going. So 7 of Wands is saying, don't back down, stand up for what's important to you, stand up for yourself, speak up. And 7 of Coins is also saying, like, don't give up. You may not see results or progress right away. It might take a little while. You'll have to be patient. So both of these cards are kind of saying, stick with things, stay the course, don't throw in the towel yet. That's kind of the vibe I get. Okay. I'm just going to take another look here. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. I was just looking to see if there's any other messages I wanted to share. But to me, it feels like this week we're kind of going to be challenging ourselves a little bit. You might be challenging yourself to make changes. So you may find like things that you've wanted to change or wanted to try for a long time, but have always kind of put off. You may find that finally this week you're like, okay, this is the week I'm going to do this. This is the week I'm going to make a change. And again, like it will take a certain amount of assertiveness. And I'm just so drawn to those, I'm just so drawn to the wands, the 2 trees being uprooted like that. And it feels like, to me, it feels like pulling up something in your life that has been entrenched and rooted for a long time, and finally being like, okay, I want to do things differently. I've had enough of this. I want to make a change, and kind of like pulling things up. And then this is interesting because then the next card, 7 of Coins, it's like new growth. These flowers are kind of popping up. So it's like ripping out the old dead trees, because those trees kind of look dead. Like ripping out the old dead trees to make room for the new sunflowers to grow. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. So it'll be an interesting week. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So you're always welcome to share your own take on these cards in the comment section. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post these videos every week. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. And I hope you have a good week.